Hi everyone, this is Braden here from Voiceflow, back for another Voiceflow tutorial video, and today we are going to be going over command blocks. Now, the best way to think about what a command block does is it allows you to have a piece of functionality which the user can access at any time by saying a special keyword or phrase that you set. As an example, if at any time the user was to say help and you had a help command block, you would then be able to whisk the user away, go do something with a certain piece of functionality, and then be able to come back and bring them back right where they were in their skill. So another good example of this might be if you have a quiz game and you're adding up all the scores, and the user goes, "What's my score?" You could bring them off, go tell them what their score is, and bring them back without having to lose track of where they are in the flow. And so that's where it's different than a jump block. With a command block, it will bring them right back to where they are in your skill. And so today I have set up just a very basic little skill with two different questions, and we are going to create a command block that's going to help the user by telling them some sort of piece of helpful information and then bring them right back to where they were in the skill. So let's do that. So I'm going to go into our advanced section here and pull out our command block. And the first thing you'll notice with the command block is it doesn't have any ports. And the reason for that is because the command block is not activated by another block. It is activated by the special keyword or phrase that the user says. And so again, the command block is always listening for this phrase, and that's why it doesn't have any ports. It looks, in the inside, it looks very similar to an intent block. And so if you haven't done the intents tutorial already, that would definitely help you out, and I recommend you check it out. But in this case, we are going to go under the assumption that we already know how intents work. And so for this, we want to select the intent that's going to activate this command block. So Amazon already has an intent for help, so I'm going to use that one. And down here, I'm going to relabel this to help command. Okay, there we go. And down here, you'll see command flow. Now, this is where we're going to want to essentially set the flow that the user will enter when the user says the intent that's going to activate it. So we can either select an existing flow. So let's say we have a flow which is really good, like for example, for checking scores or check the weather or whatever this command does. If we already have a flow for it, we can select it from the list. I don't have any existing flows, so we are going to create a new flow. Okay, so we're in, and now I'm going to want to pull out a speak block here, and I'm just going to say, welcome to the help block. I hope this helped. And then I'm going to add a break time tag to it. If you don't know what this is an SSML tag. They're super useful, essentially for manipulating how Alexa speaks. But there is a separate video on those, so I definitely recommend you check that out if you don't know what I just did there. Okay, great. So now, if we go to our project flows, you'll actually see that we have our root, but we also have this new flow called the help command. And so that is where this flow is activated. Even though it is technically within our project, it is in this other flow section as it is a help, or as it is part of a command. And so all of your commands will have your flows in this section down here. And to access your command, if you want to edit it, you can either go to the help command block and you can enter flow, or you can just find it on this left bar here. Okay, great. So now when the user says help, they're going to enter our flow. The flow is going to say, welcome to the help block. I hope this helps. And then we'll bring them right back to where they were in the project. So let's save and run this. So how this actually works technically is these command blocks are creating an intent. So as always, it will take a little bit longer to update your skill when you're using intents, but for the most part, it's okay. Okay, great. Echo, open Braden test.
Do you want to continue your existing story?
No.
Do you like tacos?
Yes.
Great.
Echo,
Me too.
help.
Welcome to the help block. I hope this helped. Great. Next question. Do you like dogs?
Echo, help.
Welcome to the help block. I hope this helped. Great. Next question. Do you like dogs?
Yes.
Great. Us too.
There you go. And so that's my super basic skill I made. So as you can see there, I actually activated the help block twice. And so we went into it, and even on a choice block, we were able to go back into the help block, do the help command, and then come back out. Now the user will have to say the wake word if they're in the middle of the skill. So there, my wake word is echo. However, for the most part, you can use Alexa or whatever your wake word is. That's how the user is going to activate that help command. Okay, great. So now there's one last thing I want to show you guys when it comes to command blocks, and that's this little toggle button at the bottom here that says command and skill. And so what makes this different is rather than going back to where the user was in the skill, if this is toggled on, it's actually going to end the skill. And so we're going to create one more command block here. And I'm going to use the stop intent. We're going to create a new flow that actually ends the skill. And so right here, drag down, and we're going to say goodbye. So we're going to say goodbye. We will see you tomorrow. Great. So now, if we see on the left here, we have a command. I'm going to edit this name and call this the stop command. Okay. Save that, and we'll go back up to our root. And there we have the command, and I also labeled the stop command. Okay, great. So now we have our stop command and our help command. The only difference is the stop command should end the skill. So we are going to run this one last time just to show you guys what that looks like. However, I am going to turn on restart every session, as that way we won't get that resume prompt at the very beginning as we did last time. Okay, great. So let's upload to Alexa. I'll tell you, that is certainly one of the problems of having such a big test skill at this point. I have so many different settings and things toggled from previous videos that it can certainly be frustrating at times to reset everything. Okay, Echo, open Braden test.
Do you like tacos?
Yes.
Great. Me too.
Echo.
Great.
Stop.
Goodbye. We will see you tomorrow.
And there we go. It ends the skill. And so that's how you can see that's stop commands. Now again, you can use sort of any command you want, and if you want to turn it into a command that ends the skill, you can do that by hitting this little toggle at the bottom here, and this can be accessed anywhere. Okay, so that's sort of a very basic rundown of commands. You can do some more advanced things, such as have flows inside of your command flows. However, we will not get into that in that video. This is just meant to be sort of a very brief overview of how you can get started with command blocks. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.